Hello, and welcome to what may be the final episode of the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series. In the last episode, we had the chance to go up automatically. However, we lost 1-0 to our nearest promotion rival, Sporting de Quinta, and as a result, there was only 2 points between the two sides going to the final day. The maths is simple. If Knights win or draw, then we are up. A draw would be enough even if Sporting de Quinta beat MS Unidos, because we have a much better goal difference than Sporting de Quinta, and it's very unlikely that they will match our goal difference. If we were to lose, however, and if Sporting de Quinta beat MS Unidos, Sporting de Quinta will win the title instead, and we will go into the playoffs with the potential of placing a potential 18-bar team or something like that. There is a team like that in Division 2 that's currently occupying second place, so we have to be really careful in this one. There is an added twist, however, as MS Unidos, they need to win the game if they want to stand any chance whatsoever of making the playoffs. And even then, if they win by 2 goals, they will take that second spot. So, things are going to be really interesting for the final game, but our opponent for the last game of the season is FC Dragoes, who are on a bit of an unbeaten run at the moment. They've gone a lot of games unbeaten to climb above the relegation zone and to secure themselves safety in Division 2. We beat them earlier in the season, but their squad has changed a bit since then, and we were without Raymond Hargreaves for this game. After our last league game against them, FC Dragoes sold Thomas Lopez. They did bring in a new first choice striker in Brigar Vizela, the 27-year-olds. However, they are without Herbert Kaskakuli for this game, so they could be weakened a bit somewhat. However, it does mean that they are a bit more varied in formation wise and will be a bit difficult to pin down, provided we can guess their correct formation. The good news is though that since they are safe from relegation, they may choose this game to play for DV instead of putting out a full strength team, which would be good for us because they are a stronger team than us with their first choice 11. Very good team there. As I said before, Knights are without Raymond Hargreaves for this game. He picked up his 3rd yellow card of the season and as a result is suspended for this game. As a result, we might have to bring on Azrat Zari for the final game of the season to fill in for Raymond Hargreaves. Otherwise, the team is all fit and ready to go, ready for the last game of the season, where hopefully we can get promotion to Division 1 for the first time in our history. Knights line up in a 4-5-1 formation with Ant Connolly in goal, a back four Pim van der Kruis, Ibrahim Qamara, Aquila Santa Maria and Devin Reilly, midfielder Pierre Of Hesslink, Raymond, Ray Tataw Eta, Alvito Roma and Azrat Zari, and up front Celso Mota. On the bench, Ryan Mulligan, Ledley King, Oliver Wan and Ian May. Worth noting we have no midfielders on the bench due to the fact that we have already used up our supply from Raymond Hargreaves' suspension and the fact that we only have 6 midfielders in the entire squad. FC Dragoes have Pedro Augusto in goal, a back 3 of Enrique Mano, Ronaldo Miguel and Patricio Rosando, midfield 5 of Julio Mario, Aldo Rosario, Pavel Oliveira, Martin Gomez and Jose Pedro Favas. Up front, Miguel Vizela and David Capello. On the bench, Valerio Korotic, Rudy DiCarmo, Tonal Amaldinho and Romeo Bassa. Let's go live to the supermassive black hole for the final league game of the season. As we make our way into the final game of the season, Knights are in the red and yellow strip, playing from left to right. FC Dragoes are in the blue strip, with their captain Pavel Oliveira playing from right to left. The referee for this match is Hugh Kango, in what might be one of our biggest matches so far. Then again, I seem to say that every season, and every time it's proven to be quite important. But this is a very important round of the main important rounds we've had throughout our time with this team so far. With this, win this, and we will just be 1 division below the Ultimate League, top flight. Yes, we're getting very close now. As we underway in this game, and there's already an injury for Knights. Azrat Zari has been injured. Oh no, that's really bad. It's going to be Ledley King is going to come on for his final appearance, playing in midfield. Out of position really. Well, this is an interesting twist that I didn't really see coming. As Taunton have taken the lead against Sportless Benfica and Dragos have a free kick. This could be a problem. Jose Pedro Favas! That's high above the goal. FC Dragoes with the first chance of the game, but they have not been able to beat Ant Connolly from the free kick spot. As Lotus take the lead against AC Samba. Now that's interesting. Races to Eto kill shot. See that side by Pedro Augusto. Thank goodness they don't have Valerio Korotic in goal. Otherwise this might be a lot harder than it would have otherwise been. And we can see that the time is ticking away. And 40 minutes are played. Knights have a chance here. Well placed header on goal by Celso Mota. And he scores! Celso Mota has scored for Knights FC, and that could be the goal that takes us up to Division 1. Oh my goodness, that is a huge goal, and we're a free kick in a dangerous position here just 3 minutes later. Aimed to Celso Mota, heads the ball towards the goal, and he scores again! Celso Mota makes it 2-0 to Knights FC. Pierre Of Hesslink on the set piece free kick, and that might be enough to win Pierre Of Hesslink the points award. Oh my goodness, half time, and things are going very, very smoothly for Knights of Sardinia so far. We are currently on course to be promoted as champions to Division 1 after a very strong season which had a bit of a rocky end, but even so, the end is in sight as we're about to get the second half underway any moment now. We're underway in the second half. Knights have a 2-0 lead against FC Dragoes, and pressing for a third here is Celso Mota on the hat-trick! And he missed the goal by a metre. Mota coming so close to adding to his hat-trick there, but it's party time here at the Supermassive Black Hole as things are going very, very well indeed. As Brigwell Vizela lob from outside the area, centimetres over the crossbar. Still 0-0 between MF Unidos and Sporting de Quinta, but it doesn't matter because whatever the result between that game, the result here matters most, and as a result, we should be getting promoted automatically thanks to this 2-0 win. If we can say it like that, AC Samba equalised against Lotus. Romeo Bessa is on for David Capella as FC Dragoes shake up the map, shake up their pack a bit more to try and get the youngsters some more experience. We've got some chance here by Celso Mota on the hat-trick again! See that's on the post by Pedro Augusto. The 2-0 win should be enough as Taunton Town double our lead against Sport Lisbon Benfica. Sporting de Quinta have taken the lead against MS Unidos. Pierre Of Hesslink! Now they miss. So that very much confirms that we would have to win or draw this game to go up, as we've got another goal in the Taunton Town game as they score again, and that is the end of the game. Knights of Sardinia FC are promoted to Division 1 as champions. This is the 4th time in a row that we've won the league title, straight from Division 5 to Division 2. It's our 5th league title in 6 seasons. Back in season 34 we were in Division 6 side, and now in season 40 we will be going up into Division 1. 6 seasons from Division 6 to Division 1, and we just won off the top flight now. What a dramatic turn up this has been over the last few seasons. We've gone all the way from the depths of the Ultimate League to near the very top of it all. Pim van der Kruis the man of the match for Knights of Sardinia FC, Pavel Oliveira the man of the match for FC Dragoes, but in the end, what really matters is Knights of Sardinia FC are champions. A very, very good season overall. One of our best goal difference seasons overall, really. The defence was excellent. The strikers were excellent. Pierre Of Hesslink in particular has really come of age this season and is finally turning into the mass goal scorer that we spent all that money on several seasons back when he was just an 18-year-old. He's now 25 years old, turning on 26, about to hit his prime, and he's going to be a real asset to us going forward into the new seasons as we take on some of the best that the Ultimate League has to offer. I would have to say that it's very likely that in Division 1 we may be facing a lot of opponents who are good enough in their own right to be in the top flight. So we're going to have to be on our best game to be able to make progression and make that last step up. Because there are only 8 teams in the Ultimate League top flight. You would have to think therefore there's going to be probably more than 8 teams in the entire Ultimate League that would be good enough to be in the top flight. So where would they end up? Possibly in Division 1 you may ever think? Quite possibly, yeah. So we're going to be up against some very difficult opponents next season. But this team have proven time and time again that it doesn't matter how strong the opponent is. If they're up to the job, they are up to the challenge. They have the drive and determination to succeed. But we just have to get one more promotion if we want to achieve our ultimate goal, and that is to reach the Ultimate League top flight. It is possibly the last step we need to take, but the biggest step and possibly the hardest one of all. But this was a division that has some very decent managers in it. We didn't really always get our tactics right, but the team, thanks to maintaining some fantastic average form throughout the entire season, managed to maintain and eventually won the title. Very, very happy with this team, and I'm sure there's more to come because we aren't done yet, not by any means whatsoever. Team of the week is Delfino Olivas of MF Unidos in goal. A back four of Ronnie Kruis, AC Samba. Nigeria Party, Sport Lisbon Benfica. Pim van der Kruis, Knights of Sardinia FC. And Emiliano Milario, AC Samba. A midfield of Augusto Mercury, Sporting de Quinta. Alvito Roma, Knights of Sardinia FC. Marcelo Losado, AC Samba. And Miguel Castella, Sporting de Quinta. And up front, Celso Mota of Knights of Sardinia FC. And Lino Rodriguez of AC Samba. The manager around was Jackson of Sporting de Quinta, and I believe that either equals or gives him the Manager of the Season award. And in fact, he did a good job, but his side didn't really score enough goals in the end. And in fact, the game against FC Dragoes, I believe, was probably the key opponent in the end, because Sporting de Quinta could only beat FC Dragoes once. We managed to beat them twice. Otherwise, our results were almost perfectly matched with each other. So that is probably the decisive factor in why it was so close in the end. Let's take a look at the team's final DVs for the season. This is some very solid DV for a team that was in their mid-20s effectively. We have had Ant Connolly finish on 18 DV, Aquila Santa Maria, Pim van der Kruis, Ibrahim Qamara, Pierre Of Hesslink and Xpert Zari all finished on 17 DV. Raymond Hargreaves also finished on 18 DV, with Devin Reilly, Oliver Wan, Alvito Roma, Ray Tataw Eta and Ian May all on 16 DV. The only disappointing really is Celso Mota on 15 DV, but it's probably understandable considering his age. So, at the end of the season, Knights of Sidonia FC won the division on 31 points, again achieving over 30 points in the season, with 10 wins, 1 draw and 3 defeats. Sporting de Quinta have had 9 wins, 2 draws and 3 defeats. A very solid season by any stretch of imagination, division on 29 points, and they'll be going to the playoffs to play against Highlanders Athletic. EMS Unidos fell away a bit at the end, but they had a strong second half of the season showing, with 7 wins, 2 draws and 5 defeats to earn third spots. AC Samba are one of the strongest teams in the division and probably highly fancied for promotion. However, they dropped a bit too many points with 4 wins, 7 draws and 3 defeats. A bit too many draws for this team really. FC Dragoes finished on 17 points, above the relegation zone by 2 points in the end, with 4 wins, 5 draws and 5 defeats, but considering the strength of their squad, they probably could have done a lot better. Taunton Town FC have finished in 6th place and relegated to Division 3 after 2 seasons in Division 2 on 15 points, with 4 wins, 3 draws and 7 defeats. Lotus FC are relegated as well and lost their manager in the process, with 2 wins, 6 draws and 6 defeats. And Sport Lisbon Benfica prop at the table with 9 points after getting 3 wins, but 11 defeats means that they were easily relegated back to Division 3 straight after getting promoted to this level in the first place. So, as you can probably tell by now, as we've done for the several seasons past, we get $1 million econ for winning the league, so that's now available on the club's account. In addition to this, Pierre Of Hesslink scored the most points in the league, so we get an extra 250,000 econ to spend for the next season. And finally, after getting 3 Manager of the Round awards during the season, we get 1,500 econ, and it's now available on the club's account. That match was also Ledley King's final game for the club. He is now retired as a player, so he is no longer in the Knights of Sidonia FC squad. But after many seasons, when we signed him way back in season 34, he has carried us all the way to Division 1 and has gone out in style with yet another title. Thank you, Ledley King, for your services. You've been a great player for this club. Finally, next season will be YG Nur's final season of the club. We signed him in season 35 and now he's going to be going out after 6 seasons of the club too. So thank you for all you've done, YG Nur. You've helped raise a great generation of footballers. And we're going to now look at the change report to see how they've turned. Overall, the skill gains might not necessarily reflect the amazing DV that the team actually got, but it's still very good overall. Ant Connolly is now a 26-14 goalkeeper. Aquila Santa Maria has gone up to 15 bars. Pim van der Kruis stays on 16 bars, but should hopefully getting towards 17 as the next season. Ibrahim Qamara has increased to a 25-13. Devin Reilly went up to 23-11. Oliver Wan double jumped on 16 DV to an 18-5, which is very good. YG went down to a 38-10, but not too surprising considering his age and the fact he announced his retirement. Raymond Hargreaves stays at 14, as does Alvito Roma. Pierre Of Hesslink and Ray Tataw Eta both got up to 13 skill, one behind Raymond Hargreaves and Alvito Roma, so we have a very balanced midfield now. Xpert Zari goes up to a 21-9, and I think we'll probably make him a regular starter as of next season. Celso Mota got a surprise increase. He had the lowest DV of the whole bunch, yet he is now 28-15. Very solid indeed. Ian May finally goes up to a 17-3 after being a 16-2 last season. We'll have to work for him a bit, but he could be a potential farm for future cash. Anyway, that's it for the season. Thank you for watching, and see you next time when we take on the might of Division 1. See you guys then.